Hello and welcome to another version of Ross's movie reviews today, and we're going to be reviewing a personal favorite of mine for an alien invasion movie. I think actually it probably is the best alien invasion movie, um, War of the Worlds. This is the 1953 version, okay? Back in 1953, a lot of people were more worried about, a nuclear holocaust than, than anything back then, because you had the two superpowers. You had Russia and the United States, and back then there was a big uproar of both of them getting into some kind of nuclear power, like the arms race and stuff like that. This movie, I think, is a very scary. It's very to the point, and I think what it does is it pretty much represents the fact that that little saying, if we think that we're alone, you're kind of like you're not open-minded enough if you think that we're all alone. Because chances are there is another race that will be more technologically advanced, and you never know whether, they decide to figure out that, they're going to come in and populate the world, In this case, this was George Pal's movie in 1953, and the special effects for that time were absolutely phenomenal. The special effects were absolutely tremendous. They were brilliant, and they were very thought out for the time. It won an Academy Award for sound and special effects, a very well deserved Academy Award. I think also that this movie also probably gave birth, and I think it pretty much did, to the Hollywood blockbuster. This movie had the feel, the tone, and the way that pretty much blockbusters are shown today. All right. The movie had great special effects, that you would probably, the type of tone of special effects that you would probably see, in Hollywood movies today, only done by computer animation. The reason I say this is because of the Hollywood, blockbuster type of thing. It's because this was a big, ambitious movie. I mean, the explosions, intense battle scenes. I mean, when they get into the war with us and the aliens, the battle scenes are absolutely tremendous. They're just phenomenal. They have a pace that is just unrelenting. I mean, they bring in the United States military, and yes, they actually did get the military to be able to promote this movie. They actually did get the military to come in and actually did use some of their vehicles and their tanks and stuff like that. As you can see in this scene, it's like just absolutely phenomenal special effects. And, I think, though, if you read the book, though, I think you really get a sense of the fact that they really tried to change these aliens. And because if you read the book, they're gigantic walking units with just heat rays. Now, they kept the heat rays as you'll see in this scene here, um, they kept it, and that was good. At least they kept some things in the book that they wanted to put in. But the gigantic walker units, you can forgive that because of the fact that when you're not dealing with a true story. Now, you're not dealing with some true story where, you have to keep all the facts, right on. And this is an example right here where they used the military for the movie. It's just fabulous that they got to use such, realistic setting, And like I said, this picture right here of these units, they're not walking machines, but I'm telling you right now, you could forgive that because the movie is very good. It's very well done. It's a classic. It's been remade many times. I mean, in 2005, there was about 4 remakes of The War of the Worlds. I mean, 4 remakes. And we're talking about, and of course the big ambitious one with that Steven Spielberg made with Tom Cruise, that more accurately depicted what the books was for the aliens, the machines that they came in. Those were the walking units and stuff like that. But I'll tell you why this one has a bit more of resonance to it, because just like I said, this was before computer animation. And I respect this movie because it did everything. It didn't need computer animation to do it. Look at these battle scenes. They're just incredible. They're incredible for 1953. Just absolutely amazing. And I think that when you see this, you're like, damn, this looks like a movie that could be made today. And yeah, it is. This is the way that these Hollywood blockbusters were done. I mean, it's like this could be shown today, and people would still go to see this because it matches the Hollywood blockbusters that are in theaters today. Big explosions, cool battle scenes and stuff like that. It's just, it's very much still stands up to the test of time. 50-something years, and it still stands the test of time. And this is my personal favorite over the Steven Spielberg one, because I think that one had more resonance than any of the other ones in 2005, because it just, it's very classically made, and it's very good. It has great acting, and like I said, the battle scenes are just absolutely fantastic, and the plot of using the atom bomb was also cool too. I mean, you figure these aliens, if these aliens can't even be stopped by the atom bomb, then we're in damn trouble. It's just a phenomenal movie. One of my favorite alien invasion movies. If you haven't seen it, go rent it. It's absolutely fantastic. George Pal did a great job. I think it's probably one of, like I said, the most coolest alien invasion movie out there. Forget Independence Day. Forget The Invasion, any of those other movies. This movie is the one that you need to see if you like alien invasion movies, because if you haven't seen this movie, you haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, it's just a really good movie, and it's one of my personal favorites of the 50s. Second, I mean, probably my next favorite would be Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but this is just incredible. It's just a great movie. So thank you for listening. I hope you rent this movie and hope you see it. So thank you very much.